Hello there, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Today we're going to look at wood. If you're cleaning a wood surface, how would you do it? Would you do it that way, or would you do it that way, or would you just do this with it? The correct way to do wood is to clean it with the grain. So you can see which way the grain is running, and you clean it with the grain. The reason you do this, there's a couple of reasons to be honest. If this is grooved, if the grain is grooved, when you push the cloth along, you push the dirt out of the grooves. If you go that way, you trap the dirt in the grooves. So you should always go in line with the grain. There is another reason that I do this, because on some surfaces like fake wood, formica, that kind of thing, and if it's a shear surface, even if there is a mock grain on it, you should still clean it with that. And the reason being is, as your cloth leaves watermarks, if you happen to leave watermarks when you dry and buff it up, the watermarks will be in line with the grain and they will be hidden. You won't see them. If you go that way, you will see streaks that go across the wood. That's why you do it with the grain on every grain-like surface. Where else does that apply? Funny you should say that. Now the other place that this applies, can't see it very well in this light, but this is a piece of brushed steel and there isn't anything bigger in here for me to show you. When you look close at brushed steel, the brush lines go in a particular direction, and in this case they go that way. When you put a cloth on it, you can actually feel it stick, whereas when you go that way it doesn't stick when you go in line with it. And for the same reasons, on brushed steel you should always clean it in line with the brushing, with the grain if you like. It even applies to painted doors. If the wood has been painted, any painted wood should always clean it in direction of the grain. Again, all the same reasons. I apply that rule to anything that's got a grain, in case you haven't gathered. Toilet seats, doesn't matter. That's where, I'll always go with the grain, with the lines or markings that are on the surface. Hope you found that useful. If you have, you know what to do about liking, sharing, subscribing and, all that jazz. All right, you take care of yourself. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.